Oh, Jurgen, you mentioned the confidence earlier. Is that just something that will come with results, or do you speak individually with players to kind of to restore that belief, or how does that kind of come back?
Oh, with playing football. So it's not that we again. You saw the game, so it's like we talk about it like the players have absolutely no confidence or whatever. There are different levels of confidence, and the confidence you get with results in a row. So one game you win it gives you a little bit of confidence, but if you don't know exactly why you won it, the next game will teach you differently, and means so over time. And how I said again, it's only 5-6 days ago that we were very confident, very calm. And lost the game, I know, but the football we played around the goals we conceded was really, really good. And you only can play this kind of football when you are confident. So we don't have an issue where I don't talk every day about being even more confident or whatever. It's the boys know who they are, the boys know how good they are. That's all clear. But to feel it 100%, you have to perform on the pitch, and that's what we do in training and in the games.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Dom, and then Jason, Dave, and Paul. Dom.
Yeah, it's a bit different this, but Arsenal just announced that they're playing Benfica in Rome. Chelsea are playing Atletico Madrid in Romania, and you're having to play a team from Germany in Hungary, and you could potentially play your second leg away from Anfield in a different country. How are you, and how are the players adjusting to all this sort of madness with the travel and the demands that are going to be placed on you? Is it going to affect the players in terms of fatigue later on in the season with all this potential travel, or do you have any worries about it?
No, not really. So that's again something we cannot change, and we have no influence on that at all. So we just wait for the moment when somebody tells us where we have to play. In this case now it's UEFA. I think the flight to Hungary is obviously longer than to Germany. So, but especially for the first game, it's maybe an hour difference. I don't know exactly. That's a difference, but not the main difference. To be honest, Leipzig has to fly there as well. And where we play the second game, yes, I don't know yet. Depends to a few decisions. We are again not involved in them. We will see that. But yeah, that's 2 games in all around all the games. No, that's I don't think it makes a massive difference. Would be much nicer. So we would be allowed to play at Leipzig, and especially to allowed to play at Anfield. But it's not in our hands. So I didn't really think about it. We just accepted the decision and prepared the game after the Leicester game.
Thanks, Dom. Jason, for one question.
Hi, Jurgen. The gap between second and 9th place is just 10 points, which is the closest it's been in the Premier League for 23 years. And even then, Aston Villa have got a couple of games in hand. It is incredibly tight. Why do you think it's so tight this season?
First and foremost, we said from the beginning it will be the most intense season of all times. Not sure. That's why we tried all to make a few decisions, which obviously didn't go through. It's for different reasons. It's good for us, especially. It's now with a lot of injuries, stuff like this in the wrong moment, but still even more games than in the years before. So that doesn't help. Then some players have to play too much and get injured as well, and all these kind of things. So I don't know exactly why it is, what's the problems of other teams. But it's a really special season. It's a full season without crowd. It's a season where teams who maybe usually get affected by the away crowd or affected even by their own home crowd if they are in a relegation battle and people are not happy with what they are seeing, it affects as well. That all can be, but the other people have to assess that properly, and then maybe I will read the article or the report about it. But in this moment, for us, it's just the season we are in, and I knew from the first, before we started, I knew that it will be a really tough one, and I'm pretty sure everybody knew it, and so the numbers of injuries are really high, and all these kind of things. That was always clear. And how I said, to be really successful in a year, you have to be lucky as well. And if you are not lucky, then you have a problem. And if you have a problem, you have to sort it. And but it will not be the perfect season anymore, probably then. But it's not about that. It's really for us. We see it like this. For us, we have, I think, 16 games to go still, if I'm 100% right. So a lot of points. We will go for it. It's not about where are the others or where will they end up and they end up. It's just about us, and we try our absolute best to make the best season from now on of it, and that's our job.
Fantastic. Dave, and then to finish with Paul.
Jurgen, it'll be your 300th game as Liverpool manager tomorrow. And actually, overall, you have the best record of any Liverpool manager in history. What does that actually mean to you?
First and foremost, it doesn't feel like this in a moment, I can tell you. And it's not really important. That's, again, something, when I'm not here anymore, I will think about the time I had here, not in the moment. So I know that my job is the present and the future and not the past. So game number 300 is very important for me. And game 1 to 299, not a little bit in this moment. So we know that we are not completely clueless or whatever when we talk about football, but we know that we have to be successful in the future, and that's what we try.
Okay, and Paul, to finish.
You say not at the moment. Is that just because of all the noise around the recent results? It doesn't feel.
I don't get the noise around the results, to be honest. So whatever you wrote, you have to be clear with that. I didn't read it, or fine with that. I didn't read it, but I know what the situation is, and I talk about the results. So in general, and I even when I know the reason why we are not flying, I expect us to win more football games than we did, to be honest, and that's what I'm concerned about. That's it.
Okay. And then Paul, to finish us off, last question. Thank you.
Hello, Jurgen. Have you found Ozan Kabak somebody who's eager to learn in the first sort of 10 days of working with him? What have your impressions been of him as a player? He's got a big opportunity ahead of him.
Calm person, so both Ben and Ozan, calm person, willing to learn, what I said before, really great attitude. They really throw themselves in everything which is ahead of them, what a defender should do. Making big steps, adapting to the way we play. Again, that's important. We have still a clear way to defend, which is important because if both of them would be on the pitch, then there are still 9 players who are used to what we did before. So if then the 2 players would do something differently, that would lead to a strange situation. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good so far, and now we have to make this. How I said, we have to change again because of FAB, and now we will see which solution we will take.